Good afternoon. Welcome to the Teachers Retirement System Board Meeting for November 20th, 2025. I'll start by calling the roll. Brian Burke.
Brian Berge, representing Mayor Eric Adams, President.
Thomas Brown.
Present. Patricia, good afternoon.
Tony Giordano.
Tony Giordano, representing Chairman of the Panel for Educational Policy, present.
John Dorser.
John Dorset, designee for Controller Bradley, under present.
Victoria Lee.
Good afternoon, Patricia, present.
Christina McGrath.
Good afternoon, Patricia, present.
Hi, we have a quorum. So next is an update on TRS operations by Kavita Conwell.
Thank you, Patricia. TRS has introduced a new opportunity for members to save for retirement. We have launched a Roth option for our 403B plan effective January 2026. Members can invest in the Roth option for after-tax savings, the traditional TDA option for pre-tax savings, or a combination of both options. Roth enrollments for 2026 was enabled this week on our website, and 525 members enrolled in the first 3 days. TRS has also updated the individual limits for member contributions to the TDA program in 2026. The IRS recently announced a general limit of $24,500 for next year. The limit for catch-up contributions is $8,000 for most members aged 50 and above, and $11,250 for those between 60 and 63. These limits apply jointly to TDA contributions and Roth contributions next year. Details are posted on our website, and TRS will send an email to eligible members in December about all the recent changes. Regarding our quarterly account statements, also occurring in November, TRS completed the posting of member account statements for the third quarter of 2025, and we inform members by email. As a final report on our summer retirements, there were nearly 1,400 members who retired in July or August, and 90% of them are receiving the finalized benefits as of the November payroll. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just have one question. Is it similar to the IRS 401k rules, where if someone does more than the catch-up, the $8,000 catch-up after the $24,000, it has to be in a Roth? It can no longer be in a traditional? Is the 403B the same as?
Well, it depends on the earnings of the person
Oh,
the
okay.
year before.
Okay, yeah, because I know that there was some IRS
Yeah,
shifting.
the Social Security
Yeah.
wage limit.
Yeah, I was just curious. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Appreciate it.
And Kavita, you can send that to us. You'll
Yes,
send it electronically as always. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, next on the agenda is the update from the actuary.
Good afternoon. I'm asking the board to note receipt of the June 30th, 2023 actuarial evaluation, which determines the contributions for fiscal year 2025, which ended a few months ago. The board already approved the final contribution amount for that fiscal year last April. This report simply provides all the supporting information that actuarial standards require. I do want to point out there are two changes to the report this year. I replaced the graph on page 11 with a table. What that page does is shows the reconciliation between actuarial value of assets and market value of assets. Those two numbers are different because we have a 5-year smoothing. And so that table clearly shows how those two numbers will converge to the same number after 4 years if there are no investment gains and losses, if you get a perfect 7% return over the next 4 years. And the other new page is page 35. This is a new number that's required by actuarial standards. It's called the Low Default Risk Obligation Measure, called it's LDROM for short. LDROM on that page is what your actuarial accrued liabilities would have been if we used an actuarial interest rate of 4.06% instead of 7%. Now, there's lots of different interpretations in the industry on what that number means, and some of those are presented on that page. But one interpretation is, what would be the plan's liabilities if the plan invested investments were in instruments that had the same default risk as your pensions? In other words, there's a very low probability that your pensions don't get paid. So what kind of investment vehicle has that same low default probability? And that's US Treasuries. So if you invested entirely in 20-year US Treasuries, we'd be looking at an actuarial interest rate of around 4% instead of 7%. If we calculated your liabilities using 4%, your accrued liabilities would increase approximately $61 billion. So one way to think of that difference of 61 billion is that's the measure of long-term taxpayer savings for you investing in a diversified portfolio instead of US Treasuries. So all that discussion is on that page, so enjoy. And happy to answer any questions if you have any.
Thank you, Mara. Any questions for Mara? Great, thank you.
Okay, next is an update. Oh, I already had that. The executive director's report. The first item is the matter of the next meeting, which is Thursday, December 18th, 2025. Please mark the calendars. The next is a board resolution. And the first board reso is for a budget modification for incumbent salary increases for covered TRS employees.
Please skip to the resolve.
Wow. Resolved that the system authorizes increase to the salaries of the Bureau of Asset. Oh,
No.
wrong one.
I'll take that.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a very simple. One little line for the resolved here. Resolved that the fiscal year 2026 budget is increased by $59,827 to cover 2-year incumbent minimum salary increases for eligible TRS employees.
Thank you. And is there a motion to move the resolution?
So,
And is there a second?
Second.
Any discussions or questions? I'm sorry, Sophiane.
Just accept the first.
Christina McGrath.
Thank you.
Just because this is a budget modification, I'd like to separately note the mayor's assent to this request, which is reasonable and adequately documented. Thank you very much.
Ready to take the vote to accept approve the resolution. All those in favor of the resolution for the budget modification, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? And the budget modification resolution has passed. Thank you.
okay. Next is TRS corpus request.
Please skip to the resolve.
Resolves that the system authorizes increases to the salaries of Bureau of Asset Management staff who provide the services and are paid by corpus funds, provided that the adjusted salaries and headcount for each job title do not exceed the schedule in the attached TRS corpus funding proposal, and be it further resolved that authorization to the comptroller is contingent on the approval of multiple New York City retirement systems collectively representing at least 90% of the collective assets of the 5 New York City retirement systems, and participating systems will be invoiced for a pro rata share of payments based on assets under management for the end of the previous fiscal year.
And is there a motion to move the TRS corpus request reso?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded. Any questions?
May I be recognized, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Brian, thank you.
So I'd like to begin by commending my colleagues at UFT for really reviewing this very carefully over a long period of time and making some changes that I think are very prudent to the original request that was made back, I believe, in April of 2024. I think it was very, very prudent of my colleagues across the table to pare back some of the extra staffing that was requested, and especially the shifting from the existing comptroller budget line to the corpus, which never really had a sufficient explanation in my view. And I'm pleased to see that my colleagues on the other side of the table shared that. Nonetheless, I will be voting against this resolution, as I feel that the numbers for the salaries, even though likewise pared down by my colleagues, do not reflect the type of staffing model that BAM has historically deployed to engage in its investment management operations on behalf of TRS and the other city pension funds. It remains the belief of my office and of this administration that BAM corpus funded employees are civil servants like myself, civil servants like your membership, and really should be treated essentially similarly. And that the type of salaries that we have here put them in a totally different stratosphere than the rest of TRS's membership and the rest of civil servants generally. And so for that reason, I will be voting against this proposal.
So, if I may, Chair, I just want to say I appreciate the comments that were made by my colleague. I just want to remind everyone that an independent analysis was undertaken to determine where the compensation of the Bureau of Asset Management fit within the larger landscape of public pensions. I appreciate the due diligence and the independent due diligence that trustees have performed. I want to thank my colleagues on the union side for carefully taking this request and looking at it, and quite frankly asking us to answer questions regarding the numbers, and I appreciate that dialogue immensely. And I think it's important for the record to note that neither myself nor Kate or Kate Visconti are covered under this. It is we are doing this objectively. This only covers the investment staff. This does not extend to us on this board. And I think that that's just important to make that delineation, that when people hear that it's the Bureau of Asset Management, it's not everyone in the Bureau of Asset Management, and it's not the trustees that are sitting here today. It is simply the investment staff that provide a unique function for this city and a unique function for the members and beneficiaries of this plan. So those are all my remarks that I have for today.
Mr. Chair, I forgot one thing, and I'm not.
Sure. Brian, you're acknowledged. Thank you.
And that is only that everything you said is wholly accurate. I appreciate that you're not being funded by this, and I appreciate that it pertains only to a corpus funded portion. But I do want to exhort my colleagues across the table that this level of funding implies a degree of accountability and a degree of transparency that you have every right, and even greater right than before, to expect from BAM. So if at any point in the upcoming administration that will carry this request out, you feel like your needs are not being met, you have every right to demand that those needs be met, and to make a condition of your support of this sort of staffing level in the future and this sort of salary level in the future a requirement that your conditions be met.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, John. Any other comments? Anthony has the floor. You're acknowledged. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This topic's been bandied about for over a year and a half, and I, as a supporter of labor, let's let salaries go higher. Let's do always better for our workers. Let's do more. But I think that there was my fundamental problem with this was the premise that was set up. The analysis was done based on comparing BAM to an asset manager, when in my opinion, BAM acts more as an investment consultant. I think it would have been more prudent to utilize an investment consultant as the litmus test, and not necessarily an asset manager, because the asset manager has, like my colleague Brian says, have different levels of accountability on a specific basis. So for that reason, I will be supporting this one.
Thank you, Anthony. Any other questions or concerns regarding this matter before it goes to a vote? Thank you. Do I have a motion to move the TRS corpus request resolution?
So moved.
It's been moved. And is there a second?
Second.
It's been second. No more additional questions or comments? Then we can take the vote. For all those in favor of this resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed say nay.
Nay.
Abstentions? Since we have 1 and 1, this resolution has passed. Thank you.
And thank you on behalf of the Bureau of Asset Management, and we will earn our keep.
Duly noted. Thank you, John.
Okay, next on the agenda is a calendar, and the first item on the calendar is the approval of the following minutes. The October 16th, 2025 investment meeting minutes, and the October 16th, 2025 board meeting minutes.
And we'll vote on both the investment meeting minutes and the board meeting minutes together. Do I hear a motion to move these 2 items?
So moved.
Been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Great. Any discussion or questions? So we're voting on accepting the October 16th, 2025 investment meeting minutes and accepting the October 16th, 2025 board meeting minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Abstentions? And these 2 items have been approved. Thank you.
Next is the calendar items. We all received an electronic version of the calendar to review.
Please waive the reading.
The reading has been waived. And do I hear a motion to accept the calendar items?
So moves.
It's been moved. Do you hear a second? Second. And it's been seconded. Any questions or concerns regarding the calendar items for November 2025? So at this time, we will vote to accept the calendar items. All those in favor, please say aye. Those say nay. Abstentions? And let the record show that the calendar items have been approved. Thank you.
Next is other business, and we have a TRS presentation on our strategic plan update. Ivor Williams Grant is going to be walking us through that presentation. She's online. Great. Great. Hi, Ivor.
Hello. Good afternoon,
Ivor.
everyone. Hi. So just to reintroduce myself, my name is Ivor Grant Williams, Deputy Director, and I'm excited to present this update on the TRS strategic plan. So let's begin with a look at the core of who we are at TRS, which is our mission and our vision. Our mission is clear. We provide retirement, disability, and death benefits, ensuring that we manage our members' retirement funds responsibly and efficiently. And this means that every decision we make, every process we improve, and every system we modernize is done with the utmost care to ensure we're meeting the needs of those we serve. Our mission is to be a leader in developing high-quality pension services, and we're committed to providing accessible, accurate, and timely services that our members can rely on because their future is our priority. Now let's talk about the values that guide us in fulfilling our mission and our vision. At the heart of TRS are these core values. With member responsiveness, we prioritize our members' needs, ensuring that they feel heard and valued. With quality, our goal is always to get things right the first time, providing service that meets the highest standards. With commitment, we empower our staff to exceed expectations, ensuring that we are all moving in the same direction towards our organizational goals. And with teamwork, we know that collaboration is key to success. And fostering teamwork ensures we achieve our common goals together. So these values are not just words on a page, or I guess in this instance, words on a screen. They are the foundation of everything we do. So to ensure we stay on track and continue evolving, we focus on 5 strategic priorities. With operational excellence, we aim to run our organization as efficiently as possible, focusing on improving our processes, improving our systems. With product leadership, we continually improve our services, ensuring that we deliver the best possible value to our members. With ready and willing workforce, a highly skilled, motivated team is considered essential to meeting our goals. So we invest in training, development, and engagement. With member centricity, here we place our members at the center of everything that we do, ensuring that their needs drive our actions. With modernization of our pension management system, we're essentially modernizing our infrastructure to ensure that we can meet those needs in the future while improving service delivery today. To gauge our success, we rely on a set of key performance indicators or KPIs. And these help us track our progress and ensure we're making the right impact. So for member experience, we measure member satisfaction through surveys and feedback, as well as monitoring call center performance like response times and resolution rates. In operational excellence, we focus on improving data governance and tracking progress via our executive dashboard. And for our workforce, we track human resource metrics such as retention rates, employee engagement, and the completion of training programs to ensure that we're empowering our team to do their best work. And for modernization, our focus is on our Aspen program, which is, ensuring that we stay on track with the deployment and transition from legacy systems. So looking back on FY25, we've made great strides. And some of our key impacts that we've had include enhancing member services and operational efficiency. There's strong progress with our system modernization. There's been a focus on HR transformation. We've also launched an executive dashboard, and we've improved the member experience. But these achievements didn't happen by chance, right? So we surpassed data governance benchmarks, ensuring that the data we rely on is of the highest quality. Again, we launched the executive dashboard to track KPIs more efficiently, which is we're seeing already that it's improving our operations. For HR transformation,
Did you want to
go
advance
ahead,
to a new
Patricia.
screen? No, I didn't know if
Did
you
I
had
do
a
what?
new screen. No, you didn't. It's
Uh,
like back.
No, it's the same screen. Are you seeing
Oh, all right. You're just
FY25
speaking.
achievements? Are
Oh,
you
all
seeing
right. I'm sorry.
FY25 achievements?
We're seeing
No, we are not.
key performance indicators.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Okay. Because I did change the screen. You're right. How about now?
Now it has key impact.
So that means it's not changing. I don't know why. I wonder if I should stop sharing and then
No.
restart to
Hold
share.
on. You're not sharing. I
Okay.
am. You told me to run the slides, so I'm running it.
Oh,
You gotta.
that's
stay up with it.
okay.
You asked me to
All right.
run the presentation, so I'm running the
No
presentation for
problem.
you.
No problem.
So what
Okay.
slide
Thank you,
number are
Liz.
you on?
So I believe you should be on slide number 6 now. At the top, it would say FY25 achievements.
There we go.
We got it.
All right. Here we go. Well, I had just started this slide anyway. All right. So these achievements, let's see. Okay. So these achievements didn't happen by chance, is what I was saying before. So we've surpassed the data governance benchmarks, ensuring that the data we rely on is of highest quality. We launched the executive dashboard to track KPIs more efficiently, which is already improving our operations. HR transformation efforts have been a success with increased employee engagement and reduced turnover rates. The modernization program saw us complete phase 5 and significantly reduce our reliance on our legacy system, which is really setting the stage for the final transition. And on the member centricity front, we've increased first contact resolution and member satisfaction, which is a direct result of our continuous improvement efforts. Now, on the next slide, looking ahead to FY26, we have plans to build on this momentum. So in operational excellence, we aim to achieve even greater data quality and expand the executive dashboard to track more KPIs, which will enable us to make even better informed decisions. Under product leadership, we'll continue to streamline retirement application processing and focus on accounting efficiency to improve our overall product offerings. For a ready and willing workforce, we'll implement a strategic HR plan to boost retention, boost engagement, and leadership development because our team is, our greatest asset. In terms of member centricity, we plan to enhance call center performance, reducing response times, and improve member satisfaction even further. Finally, as a part of modernization, we'll work on completing Aspen Phase 6, which will be critical in fulfilling the transition from our legacy system and ensure we're ready for the future. On the next slide, looking at FY26 impacts, these strategic actions will result in some important key impacts for TRS in FY26. We'll continue to enhance service delivery by modernizing critical systems, creating a future-ready organization. We'll drive a culture of continuous improvement, focusing on member satisfaction, operational efficiency, and employee engagement. And all of this will lay the foundation for sustaining excellence at TRS that ensures we can continue serving members for years to come. Next slide, which is the closing, and just looking at our path forward. As we move forward, we remain committed to our mission, to our vision, and to these strategic priorities. With unwavering dedication and teamwork, we're positioning TRS for a brighter future, both for our members and our employees. And by staying focused on our core values and continuously improving, we will continue to lead the way by providing the highest quality pension benefits and services. So this marks the end of the presentation. Thank you, everyone. And I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Ival. Any questions for Ival?
You're welcome.
Thank you again. Well done. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So next on the agenda, Liz did hand out an updated schedule for the board meetings for next year. And the update that is on June 20, we're going to take the June 22nd, 2026 special investment meeting, and we changed it to June 18th, 2026. So we'll do it in the morning of on the 18th, and then the afternoon on the 18th is the board meeting.
So note the change.
Yes, be here.
So noted. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you.
All right.
And I think that brings us to the conclusion of our public session.
Yes.
Do we hear a motion to go into executive session?
So
And a second.
Second.
Any questions? Aye. Opposed? We're now in executive session. We are back into public session. We'll have a readout from TRS's Priscilla Belli.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Hey, Priscilla, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you? How's everyone?
Good to see you. Good. Thank you,
Victoria,
Priscilla.
Christina, everyone.
Thank you.
We're here too.
I know. I'm
You
trying
said
to
everyone.
get there, but I know we're all members. That's why I keep saying everyone. Hello, everyone.
Sean is part of everyone.
Everyone. John, Brian, everyone.
Thank you.
No worries. In the executive session of the November 2025 board meeting, 2 resolutions pertaining to investment recommendations were presented to the board. Both resolutions passed. Details to be made public pending further action and at the appropriate time. Thank you all.
Thank you, Priscilla. And as always, we thank Sophia on our recorder. Much appreciated. And we thank Argenis, our TRS rep and tech person. Thank you. And with that, is there a motion to adjourn? So moved. It's been moved. Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye. All say nay. Abstentions. Let the record show that we are adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah.